Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' Cracking. It's D, about to react to another impressive vid. Hopefully this one is a bit more lighthearted because the other one annoyed me. This one is titled, DDG says Glorilla won't work with him because of Halle Bailey. Kevin Gates and Britney dating Aisha. Very interesting. So, yet again, we have another headline about the two because DDG has mentioned something. So I will hold my judgments until I see exactly what was said. So let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the impressive channel. DDG was on his live stream with Bia and they told a story about how one of DDG's ex-girlfriends blocked his collaboration with Bia. And a lot of people thought that DDG's ex-girlfriend Halle Bailey,
but I'm sure she's mentioning this first because it's related.
I was in a relationship at the time. Me and her did a song, but the song was kind of like
freaky
in a way.
But more of the story is he didn't put it out because he was in a relationship and the person at the time didn't want him to put out a song with another girl. Oh, okay. So, more of the story, don't let relationships get in the way of your creativity.
Now this clip went viral and of course a lot of people were assuming that the ex they were talking about was Halle Bailey. We all know that Halle and DDG were together at one point. They do share a child together. However, they broke up and there has been some tension between them. DDG has pushed this narrative out there that Halle is difficult and she wouldn't let him see his
Put this baby
son,
down. He's annoyed, clearly.
She and their son were sick at the time. But he already put this narrative out there that Halle is controlling. So naturally, a lot of people believe that they were talking about Halle. But it wasn't about Halle. DDG cleared it up and said it wasn't about her. And Bia also confirmed it wasn't about her.
You know what I think is very interesting to note? So, I'm going back too far, my bad.
So naturally, a lot of... But...
DDG just recently... He's been streaming for a while, okay? He, as you can see, he had 8,500 followers here. He recently hit 40. And this situation wasn't that long ago. I think it's very interesting that since his name has been out there a lot in relation to Halle, you know, because this is when the blogs post him, is when it's a story concerning Halle. So since this has been happening, his name has been very visible, his followers on Twitch has shot up. I feel like he's been getting more opportunities, has gotten more people on his streams, and his popularity and everything is shooting up. So you can say what you want about him, but he knows what he's doing. He is using this situation to his advantage 1,000%. Halle, once again, you done fucked up, girl.
He already put this narrative out there.
He get more and more popular off your back.
That Halle is
and that's what the fuck it is.
It's controlling. So now,
because again, he's been streaming for a long time now. He's been streaming for years. I remember reacting to a clip a while ago where he was streaming on Twitch. Like, so he's been on Twitch for a while, but he went from 8,000 to 40,000, and it's not easy to get those followers on Twitch like that in a very short period of time. This was just what, some weeks ago, maybe? In a few weeks, he went from 8,000 to 40,000. Very interesting.
A lot of people believe that they were talking about Halle, but it wasn't about Halle. DDG cleared it up and said it wasn't about her, and Bia also confirmed it wasn't about her.
Was not talking about Halle for the millionth time. Me and Bia made that song we talking about 5 years ago.
It was allegedly about Ruby Rose, which makes a bit more sense because Ruby is a rapper, and I'm sure she didn't like the fact that he was making an explicit song with another female rapper.
Well, girl, rap better.
Now, Bia was upset that this whole video went viral because people were kind of calling her messy, and so she confronted DDG about it.
Just real quick, I just want to show you.
I'm done with stream.
No.
You like to be messy.
No, what? What are you talking about?
And now I'm in a whole bunch of mess.
What happened?
Girl, shut the hell up. I saw that video, and you are the one who brought it up. The fuck is you talking about? How you mad at him because you getting dragged online when you were the one who even brought that up on stream? What?
Happened?
And of course, he could have shut it down and been like, hey, it's not about Halle. He could have did that. He purposely didn't do that. But girl, you was the one who brought it up. Fuck out of here.
You have to clear things up better. We were never ever speaking about who they say we're speaking about. I would never.
Oh no, they know that, man. Everybody clickbait on TikTok. Can't try to fix that.
Now, Bia is scrambling because she doesn't want to look a certain way, but she was being a bit messy.
Exactly.
She was being a bit messy as well. And unfortunately, Halle caught a stray yet again, even though she's been minding her business. And
I think it's important for him. He could have easily stated that, oh, it's not who y'all think it is. You could have just said that and kept it pushing, because this has just happened. You just broke up with her. Y'all are constantly being mentioned in headlines together. So naturally, you know in your head that people gonna think it's about her. So you could have just deaded that. I even do that sometimes with my ex that y'all have seen me with, and we've been together in fucking 7-8 years, and I'll do it. If it's something that I'm thinking in my head, like people are gonna think it's about him, I'll say it ain't who y'all think it's about. I'll say that. Even I'm doing that from a fucking relationship from 8 years ago, because the internet has associated me so heavily with this particular person. So if I know something comes out and it's sounding a little messy, or I know that people can run with some narratives, I'll be like, not that person. I've done that quite a few times. So I'm talking about like exes. I'm like, this is a recent ex, by the way. You know, so he could have easily deaded that, but he chose not to. Like, let's not play stupid. I let his fans be playing dumb. Like, fuck out of here. Maybe y'all not playing. Maybe y'all dumb. I don't know.
Strays when DDG low-key blamed her.
Like, it wouldn't have took much energy just to say that, hey, it ain't who y'all think about anyway, and kept talking.
For not being able to get
He did that shit on
collaborations with
purpose.
certain female artists.
You can call him what... Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm yapping. But you can call him what you want, though, because, I mean, I've called him corny. I do think he's corny. I do think all of this is lame. But this man is strategic, and it's working for him. So this is putting money in his pockets. It is elevating him. So... it's working. Of course, it's a matter of, is this how you want to get clout? Is this how you want to elevate yourself? And apparently he does. He's cool with it. But DDG has always been, like, kind of messy online. So this doesn't surprise me that he's cool with doing this. But, yeah, say what you want about him. What he's doing, it's working. So, hey.
For not being able to get collaborations with certain female artists.
I feel like a lot of women, I could be wrong though, but I feel like a lot of women, because of my situation,
Stay away.
they stay away because it might look like they choosing sides in a way. If I hit up Glorilla and be like, let's do a song.
Sides.
She would
Halle ain't nobody, and no shade. But side, she's nobody's Beyonce. Nobody is worried about, like, oh, I gotta pick a side. I don't want to go against Halle. No, what the fuck? Nobody give a fuck about that. See, this is what I'm talking about. He just be saying anything. And B, it's not like she's a rapper. If they were in the same circles, like industry circles, like, okay, we're all rappers, and she was super popular, maybe that would make sense. A, she's not a rapper, but more importantly, she's not that relevant. Let's be real. And this is gonna piss off the Halle Bailey fans. I don't give a fuck. Okay? It is what the fuck it is. Her music ain't super popping like that. She's not super popular for her music. She's not getting posted for her music whatsoever. So this is major cap. Who is saying, like, let me not upset the Little Mermaid. I want to possibly do a song with her in the future. I want to ruin my chances. Let me not pick a side. Boy, bye.
she wants to do it, she would ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She would ask her first to see if it's okay.
Y'all not even against.
Brought up Glorilla because recently Halle did tease an upcoming collaboration with her. So he brought Glorilla up for a reason. He would love to work with an artist like Glow, but maybe Glorilla doesn't want to work.
Okay, that kind of threw me off. That's odd. I would not expect them to do a song together. That don't go together whatsoever. Very, very bizarre.
Work with him, and so now he's smug about it, and it seems like he's low-key blaming Halle, and I don't like that. Halle is minding her business. She's minding her business, and DDG is doing very well for himself too. I just don't understand.
Okay, even if he has a point there, in this one situation, because she's randomly doing a song, Glow, I would have never expected that. But even if it's true in this one situation, that is messy for him to even say that, because now the fans are gonna further attack Halle, like, why you stopping DDG bag, and we want him to collab with Glow, and oh, why you fucking shit up, da da da. This just like aims more hate at her way from his fans,
and that he's smug that certain artists won't work with him out of loyalty to Halle. There are other artists that he has connections with, so why does it matter? It's just weird, and it definitely doesn't help the allegations that he's jealous of her. Now, I do want to get into this topic. Kevin
That's
Gates
a very
is making
odd
things
club.
official with the former Instagram model Britney Renner. Now, the world found out that Britney and Kevin were together when Kevin brought her on DDG's live stream. And people were like, wait a minute, is Britney really creeping around with Kevin while he's still married to his wife, Draka?
I thought they were broken up.
What in the world?
I don't know what's happening.
Now, Britney is an interesting case because she did go through a spiritual transformation. She actually converted to Islam, and she's like really serious about it. She wears a hijab and everything. And a lot of people were like, wow, you changed your life. What happened? Because y'all know Britney used to be out in the streets. She was an industry groupie. She was kind of known for finessing men.
I read her book.
And she was pretty bold and honest about it. But I think her honesty ended up hurting her more than helping her.
The worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day?
Yes.
And then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
Yes, I don't care. It's the truth.
Her honesty really did hurt her. And a lot of men, especially athletes, started to steer clear from her. And it became harder for her to get a man to spend that bread. So she did fall back and she made a change. She became a Muslim.
I've gone through a lot of changes internally. And as a result, my outer world has completely crumbled. In my life, I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son.
Oh, you
But Allah has moved mountains for me.
I did not know that.
Now, I personally think that Britney
yes, I did. What the fuck am I
converted
talking
to
about?
Islam for Kevin Gates.
Because they were saying she trapped that NBA player.
She's known him for some time now. He is a Muslim, and she knows that he will take care of her and prevent her from becoming broke and homeless. Not to mention, he doesn't judge her for her past because he too is a freak.
So I wouldn't give a f if a bitch did 1,000 dicks before she met me. If I love you, I love you. I ain't tripping on where your been. My don't even get hard. Unless I eat a woman ass, then eat her pussy.
Ooh.
I'm talking about I want to stick my whole tongue in it.
That's not the right order if you're going to do that. You got to go front to back, not back to front.
Hey, I want to suck her.
He said, as then.
Oh, my mouth, stick my whole tongue in there. I twirl. I like the reaction. I want you to stick your whole tongue out, eat that. Show me you suicidal.
Ooh.
I want to see tears come out your eyes.
So did you really your cousin?
Duh. See, that's your cousin. I ain't about to stop.
What?
The damage has been done.
That is so nasty, y'all. The Kevin Gates is nasty.
This man is
But
crazy.
he really has no position to judge somebody like Britney because he's a big old freak too. They
Big old
both are freaks.
Big booty, big
And
old
you can
tree.
tell that they genuinely like each other. I think there's always been a connection between them.
It still rings true. You're the only person I wanted to see.
Did you like what you saw?
I actually loved it. I actually love what I'm seeing now. Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
I can tell you
Yeah,
that
love.
Kevin and Britney do make sense as a couple. They really, really do. And this is not to say that I condone Kevin just cheating on his wife. I don't know what situation he has
How
going
you know
on
he
with
cheat?
Drika, but it doesn't.
Isn't it acceptable to have multiple wives when you're Muslim? I could be wrong, but I feel like I am correct in that. So maybe he's pursuing Britney to be another wife?
Seem like they're really together. She's living a whole different life. Some people said that she ran off to a farm somewhere to escape
Not a
Kevin.
farm,
I
child.
could believe that too. But yeah, it's a bit trifling that Kevin is cheating on his wife, but at the same time, I kind of see him and Britney working. I don't know. Like, we'll see where this goes.
Sure.
We will see. Now, I want to talk about the IG model Aisha
God.
Howard briefly.
Let's-
If you don't know who Aisha is, she actually is Lil Baby's first baby mama. And she also welcomed another baby with the NBA player Anthony Edwards.
Little
And
doll
Anthony
baby.
didn't want the baby. He told her to get rid of it, but she decided to keep it. And a lot of people assume that she only kept the baby because she wanted him to pay her child support. And this is quite common. I mean, there are several women who purposely get pregnant by these
How old is
athletes
she?
and these
Fire.
rappers to get a check. Brittany Renner tried to do it with PJ Washington. Drea Michelle did it with Jalen Green. I mean, there's many different
Crazy.
examples. And Aisha was accused of doing the same thing. Now, I
They
don't
were
know.
in relationships. I don't agree with that. And am I surprised that Impressive would say something like this? Listen, I've already talked about both of those situations, but I feel like these people were not even feel like these people are in relationships or were. Britney is no longer with PJ, but to my knowledge, Dre is still with this man. I've seen pictures of them smiling, cheesing together with the baby. Like, they seem to be in a happy relationship. So to still be like, oh, she using him for a check is wild while she's in a relationship with him. She wants to be with him. Like, whatever. But I'm not surprised Impressive is running with that narrative.
Exactly why Aisha, being almost 40 years old,
shade.
would be in a situation where she gets impregnated by a 23-year-old, especially...
I ain't talking about getting impregnated. Oh, 23. Yeah, whatever. I'm not saying work about that. I'm saying work because she looks great.
One who has been accused of being a deadbeat to his alleged son. What was Aisha thinking? I mean, I know she saw the dollar signs, but this man told her that he didn't want the baby.
Okay, yeah, she on some bullshit. Which is sad. Her situation is very different than the former two relationships that she brought up. Now, she on some bullshit. Having a child when someone tells you that they don't want it is so selfish and fucked up. And I get that some people are like, oh, I don't believe in abortion, da-da-da. And it's just like, all right, whatever. I can't speak on that if you're saying, oh, for religious purposes, I don't know, child. But I think that's fucked up to set your child up for a life of pain when the dad is telling you, I don't want this baby, like, abort it. I don't want nothing to do with this situation. So you want your daughter to grow up without a father? It's very likely that he's not going to be in the child's life if he has that mindset. Like, I don't want this kid. So it's like, why would you...
I'm not at all shaming her for keeping her daughter. Her daughter is so adorable.
She is
and
so
babies
cute.
are a blessing. However, it's really a shame that her daughter has to grow up being abandoned by her own father, all because she chose wrong. I mean, all of this could have really been prevented, you know? And Anthony should not go without any accountability either, because he is out here recklessly sleeping around with no condom, impregnating women, and then telling them to get rid of the child. That is sick behavior.
Very.
But Aisha did break her silence, and she responded to all of the negative feedback she's been getting.
I think people, and listen, I'm pro-woman when I can be, okay, when it fucking makes sense. So it's not about, oh, well, why is all the shame and the blame being put on the woman? Of course, blame is put on him as well. He ain't shit. But I feel like in this particular situation, she's twice his age, okay? So it's like, I would expect for you to be the wiser one in the situation and make the better decision. Wrap it up or whatever the fuck. If y'all not planning on having kids, like, make better decisions as the elder. And that sounds terrible. As the older one, the more mature one in the relationship, A. And B, people do usually look at the woman because you are in control if you have the baby or not. Like, it's only up to you. So I think that's why people typically are like, okay, well, why did you even have this baby? When he's saying he doesn't want it. So I think that's why people typically put blame on the woman in a situation like this. When the man is very clearly telling you, I ain't shit. I'm a fucking terrible piece of shit. I'm a horrible human being. I don't want a baby by you. And you like, all right, I'm gonna have the baby anyway. Like, what? It does seem like you're doing that because you want to check. It's like, I'm hoping that I get a bag out of this situation, so I'm gonna have the baby anyway. Because why else would you want to have a kid by somebody this trash?
She had to say.
The second a woman decides to make the decision about her body and her child, y'all turn into weirdos. Do you want a man to tell you what to do?
We the weirdo, but you fucking a 23-year-old who previously got called out for being a deadbeat dad. You fucking him, had a baby by him when you knew he was a deadbeat, but we're the weirdos.
Or not.
Got it.
What happened? I've also come to the realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into the situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right?
Is he not paying
child support? Then I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations. And
I hate to keep pausing. It's not your fault that you're attracting a certain caliber of men because you're beautiful with a nice body. In that case, that means you have a lot of options. So it is your fault if you're picking the wrong men when you have so many options because you are beautiful with a nice body. I would argue. What are you talking about? Maybe your options are more limited though because you're slow. And the more quality men don't like slow bitches. So they might, be like, oh, men are attracted visually initially, but the higher quality men, the more they talk to you, if you on some bullshit, you sound like you're not wrapped too tight or you're slow and they're just like, I'm not really interested. They might fuck you and then go on about their business. So maybe that's what's happening with you. I'm not sure.
What if I
and you stuck with the 23-year-old NBA players who just want to fuck on you with no condom and not have kids with you.
Right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said...
Wrap this up.
You were there for party when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check. And you voiced your opinion about what you would have did if you were in my situation with my options that you do not have, and you probably never will.
Okay, now she on some bullshit. Now you're just being nasty and trying to talk shit about the women who are judging you. But it's like, you're not in a good situation. You got knocked up by two niggas who don't fuck with you at all and who clearly aren't. Well, I don't know what Lil Baby's doing, but it don't sound like he's paying the most child support if you willing to do this with this 23-year-old, because nothing makes sense about it. You're not in a relationship with him. He don't want the baby, and he's half your age. What about that makes sense you should have a baby with him? So you trying to talk shit and act like you all superior, and you bitches don't have the options I have. Your looks and body did not help you because your life is in shambles, girl. The fuck? You got two baby daddies about niggas that don't want to fuck with you. They don't want nothing to do with you. And one of them, I can't confirm what Lil Baby doing, but one of them saying he don't even want to be in your daughter's life. That's a flex? Okay.
Tell me what you would have did with my situation.
Abort,
I
bitch.
mean, she cooked a little bit. Just a little
Did
bit.
she?
Points were made, but it's still...
Of course, Impressive says that. I'm not going to go in on Impressive again. These videos is annoying me today. I'm going to leave Impressive alone, okay? But she cooked nothing, okay? She cooked literally nothing.
Raise a baby by herself. Like I said, this could have been preventable. And if she had the option she claims she has, she wouldn't have had a baby by a deadbeat who's half her age.
So how you saying she cooking?
I would think she would have had better options than that. But anyway, tell me what you all think.
You know what? Bro, the stupidity, mind-blowing. But ultimately, this is this lady's life. Okay, I ain't got to deal with it. So, I don't actually care. She has to deal with her situation with her little baby and... the daddy not wanting to be in the baby's life, that's a horrible situation. I feel for the little girl, but that's a struggle that she has to deal with. So, girl, hey, you like it, I love it. Keep making more decisions like that. Get knocked up again by an 18-year-old next time who don't want nothing to do with the baby. It's your life. Do what you want, girl. Same thing with DDG. He's going to keep doing this. If he wants to keep, associating his name with Halle for clicks and views and so he can get posted on these blog pages and on the Shade Room to elevate his career, that's what he going to do. He's going to milk it for all he can. And he's done this for a very long time now. I remember him being in previous relationships and doing this with Ruby Rose, with Kennedy. Okay, I've kept up with DDG for a very long time now. This is why I always say he's one of the pioneers of this shit. He has been very messy and open with his personal life and willing to expose certain shit. That's just who he's been. And this is who Halle chose to have a baby with. So it's like, girl, you make your bed, you lie in it. This is what he gonna keep doing. Who knows when it'll stop, if it'll stop. Halo might be like 20 and you still having to deal with this. So good fucking luck, girl. Good luck to all these people. All right, that's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.